It's a way of looking at life that starts with finding inner peace inside yourself and ends with sharing that peace with the whole world. Because peace doesn't start with other people, but it starts within us. Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered how planes fly so steadily, even through turbulence and powerful storms? The radius guide them through hardships so like our inner peace. Today, I'm going to talk about the radar of the soul. It's a way of looking at life that starts with finding inner peace inside yourself and ends with sharing that peace with the whole world. Because peace doesn't start with other people, but it starts within us. When I feel calm inside, the mess outside doesn't bother me anymore. It's like being a light in a dark room. When I stay calm, that good energy naturally spreads to my friends, my families, and everyone around me. According to BelieveInMind.com, which shows simple ways to achieve inner peace, such as being grateful, journaling, meditation, dealing with others with other people, etc. Today, I'm going to talk about how my favorite activity became my greatest teacher in finding inner peace. While most people usually scroll through social media, I'm usually busy tracking a flight on Flight Radar 24, which hence the name, a global flight tracker to track flights around the world. I love watching how planes move. Sometimes I look at the sky and think about how thousands of planes are up there all at once. To most people, this application will look like a big mess of yellow dots on the screen. But to me, it's a perfect flow where everyone is moving together perfectly. One day, as I was spending time watching these little yellow icons, a sudden realization hit me that a plane looks like a steady calm dot. But in real life, that plane might be flying through a huge storm or shaken in heavy turbulence. Ladies and gentlemen, life is a flight where we are found to meet some turbulence along the way. Our turbulence emotional storms are unavoidable. I've had my own share of emotional turbulence. Last month, I was playing golf with my friends. It was a mess. The wind was blowing, the rain was pouring. On the first hole, I got the ball in the hole in 3 putts. And that 3-putt sent me straight into an emotional storm. But then, I stopped. I took a deep breath and told myself I could not change my surroundings, but I could change my mindset. And guess what? My game completely turned around for the rest of the game. Regardless, I want to share how my favorite obsession with Flight Radar 24 taught me 3 simple rules that inner peace is the best way to handle situations in our lives. Firstly, let's talk about the cabin pressure. To me, cabin pressure is like mental health, which is the most important part of finding inner peace. When I watch a plane climbing through 30,000 feet, I think about the cabin pressure. Outside, it's freezing cold. It's a place where we can't survive. But inside, it's calm and everyone is breathing just fine. That's because the plane keeps its own atmosphere safe. Our life at school are the same. We have so many storms such as big exams, social dramas, and constant stress. Exam week used to feel like a storm. The fear of failing, the late night stress, felt like freezing cold leaking into my cockpit, making it hard to breathe. But I realized that inner peace is my cabin pressure. I stopped trying to control a storm and started stabilizing my own heart. I could finally focus on my studies and prepare myself properly. I didn't just pass exams, but I got through them easily with total confidence. According to fitandhappy.co.uk, which shows many ways that can help boost mental health, such as gardening, photography, music, etc. For me, I love taking photos and playing the guitar, which boosts my mental health. Especially taking photos of planes, which make me feel relaxed. This is one of the best shots that I've ever taken, and I think it's a great one. Can you guys guess why this is my favorite shot? Because there's a moon in the background, and the moon represents inner peace and relaxation. Second, let's talk about the compass or the instrument. To me, inner peace is like having a compass inside my heart. Sometimes I track a plane landing in heavy fog. On flight radar, it's amazing to watch them make perfect turns, even though the pilots can't even see the ground arrow. How did they do it? A pilot doesn't trust their panicked feelings, but they trust their tools instead. Imagine a pilot flying through a cloud, which is so thick that they can't even see their own wings. At that moment, their brain is screaming, panic. But their pilot brain is focused on one thing, which is do not trust their stress. Our lives are the same. When we're angry or stressed, we fly in a thick fog. But having inner peace inside is like having a compass. It keeps you on the right track. Instead of exploding, just take a deep breath and stay calm. Our school life is like that. When we're angry or stressed about our friends, we're flying in a thick fog. So if we just react to our panicked feelings, we'll end up crashing our friendships and our happiness. Lastly, let's talk about the airspace. When I open flight radar, I see a world with no borders. I see many airways, such as Thai Airways passing an Emirates jet, while Lufthansa flights follow closely behind. They all share the same crowded airspace, flying at different altitudes and different speeds, but they don't crash into each other. How? Because the pilot is focused on one thing, which is maintaining their own stability. Our school life is like a busy airspace. We come from different cultures, follow different religions, and speak different languages. With all of these differences, I used to think that my happiness depends on how other people treated me. I want every friends, every teachers to be kind and agree with me, just to feel safe. But now, I realize that I cannot control the weather or other people's behavior, but I can control myself. Because when I'm at peace, I don't bring children into my classroom, I don't crash to my friends. I hope that my inner stability becomes a bridge that connects our differences. By staying steady, I have become a safe point for everyone. I still spend a lot of time watching these little yellow icons, but now I just don't see that. I see a powerful reminder that inner peace is the most important part of finding a happy life. Finally, I want you to remember these 3 simple rules to keep your flight smooth and peaceful. First, check your pressure. Take care of your mind. Second, trust your compass. Let peace, not anger, lead your way. Third, share the sky. Be a safe space for everyone. Remember this. Be a pilot of your own peace. Steady heart for a better journey. Have a safe flight and find your peace. Thank you.